I'm about to get off the train in Cleveland here. All right, so I am in Cleveland. Just got off the Amtrak from Chicago. Bright and early this morning, 5:30 a.m. So I am starting the Ohio to Erie Trail. I think I'm just going to start from the train station here. I can backtrack and go up to the like official start, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just going to be like a mile or two short, but it's like 7 miles out of the way to go that way. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get started. Sun is just coming up. It's going to be a gorgeous morning, and it'd be nice to get a jump on things. So there's the Cleveland Browns stadium back there. I don't know the official name of it, but we're right here on the lakefront. All right, I'm gonna figure a way out of this train station and start my ride. Oh my God, I'm sitting here watching the deer over here, and 3 feet in front of me, a skunk walks across the trail. He wasn't didn't even see him. Scary. All right, so I just saw this on the map, like the day before I was leaving. This is, since I'm in Cleveland, the Christmas Story house. There's the infamous lampshade. The leg lampshade. That's awesome. Very cool. Looks like it opens up at 10 a.m. And that must be the Bumpuses next door. If you haven't seen it, it's a classic Christmas movie. Very cool. I talked about like checking this place out, but not on this trip. And look on the map, and the bike path is literally not even a mile from here, so it's definitely worth checking out. All right, well, that was cool visiting the Christmas Story house. I'm going to head back to the trail now. All right, I just had breakfast at IHOP. I was starving. I am exhausted too. I didn't sleep at all on the train. Maybe an hour or two. Just feel tired. But eating, I feel better now that I've eaten. So Cleveland kind of reminds me of Pittsburgh a bit. Yeah, Cleveland reminds me of Pittsburgh a bit. A lot of industry. It looks like a lot of steel industry and chemical, and there's a lot of roads that just go like straight up the sides of the bluffs and stuff. Very steep roads. So not as steep as Pittsburgh, but same kind of situation, or similar kind of situation. So just trucking along, about I don't know, maybe 7 miles in. Just taking my time. guys, I'm entering the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. I am right there. It's a pretty big park. Be following the towpath. It's changed to crushed limestone. It's all been paved up to this point. So looks neat. It's very wooded. It's also very humid out here. Whew. I'm gonna have to put a bandana on shortly. All right, I'm gonna keep on trucking. These chairs are so comfortable, and I'm so tired. I just want to take a nap here. I've almost dozed off a couple times. Literally, this is one of the I don't know, like park visitor center things here, and the trail is literally right there. I got this little porch here. It's nice and cool and in the shade. Just watching people go by. I could probably sit here all day. Alright, so I'm just taking a breather here. I'm about 35 miles in or so. Just about 7 miles outside of Akron. That's north of it. It's been a good day. A lot of people on the trail. There's some race going on, but everyone's been really courteous, and it's mostly runners. But yeah, it's been nice. A beautiful day for biking, and I think that's why everyone's out. So I don't blame them, but it's been crowded, but it hasn't been bad riding. So I just stopped in the shade here. It's not too hot, terribly hot, I guess. It's just humid. And only getting a couple hours of sleep on the train last night didn't help, so I'm just kind of exhausted. I'm gonna get some lunch in Akron. Might stop at I think they call it the Barley House or something like that. I saw a turkey club on a pretzel bun that sounds really good right now. Planning to camp. I think there's free campsites, like mile marker 55 or something like that. There's 3 of them on the trail, so I'm gonna try and stay there. Flying ant. So if I do that, that's only about, I don't know, 20 miles from here. So shouldn't be too bad. It's only noon also. So I'm gonna take off in a couple minutes here. Feel good after sitting for a couple minutes in the shade here just to cool down. So I'll be on my way shortly. Alright, I made it to Akron. It was a big 5% climb into town. They even had it marked. And there was some motivation. It said only 600 feet left to the summit. And I got close to the top. So, alright, time to find something to eat. I am starving and sweating profusely. Alright, so I went to the Barley House for lunch here in Akron. And it was okay, nothing special. I guess the trail here is closed because explosives are in use. But anyway, they didn't have my turkey sandwich, my turkey club. They were out, so I had a Philly and a side salad. So they hit the spot anyway, but wanted something a little lighter, but all they had was greasy stuff. So heading out of Akron, or I guess I'm on my way out of Akron, but 15 miles left to the places I want to camp. Just a couple, I think like 3 free sites. Hopefully they're not occupied. It's only Not even 2 o'clock yet. It's 2:20. So plenty of time to get there. I'm gonna have to figure out with this detour here because there's no sign regarding a detour for these explosives. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Alright, so I stopped in Barberton, had some dinner at the Ignite Brewery, had a vegan hamburger. It's really good, or a vegan burger, I guess you would call it. It was really good. It had sprouts on it, guacamole, beans, peppers. It was vegan cheese even. It was delicious. So we're at the stop, had a couple beers there, and now I'm headed about, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 miles to these 3 campsites. Hopefully one of them's available. We'll see. Cool little town here though. Just filled up too on some supplies. Got a Gatorade and a few other things to munch on. So I'm gonna head off to camp. Got to cross over the canal and the railroad here, so it's a little bit of a climb over the bridge, but then I'll be right back on the towpath. But yeah, nice little town. Alright, so this is the Wolf Creek trail access. And I think this is the last water I'm going to have available. So I'm going to fill up my water bottles, and also I have like a 96 ounce water carrier container that I'm going to fill up too, because I may not need it for drinking, but I might need it for a little bandana bathing, if you know what I mean. Okay, this is the turnoff for the 3 free campsites, Summit Metro Parks. Just gotta look out for that sign. The 3 sites should be up here. Hopefully there's one that's not occupied, and it looks like none of them are occupied. There's 3. 1 is over there. And 2 is over there. I think I'm gonna go for 1. Just because then I won't have people walking past me, or that one seems like it's I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this has got a flat spot. This will do. The first one there is just literally right on the secondary path. This one's tucked a little away. It'll do. It'll do. So I'm sure the mosquitoes are going to be bad here. But I've got a little thermocell thing. It just uses these pads you slide. It's like a rectangle up in the top, and then it attaches to a regular gas canister. So it attaches to the same gas canister you'd use for like your stove or whatever. But it seems to do a great job repelling mosquitoes. I actually use this at home, but I thought I would bring it because it doesn't take up too much room, and I'd rather carry a little extra weight than be bit by mosquitoes. So we'll just set that down. There's just a tiny little like glowing ember in there that heats up the pad. Tiny little glowing ember in there that heats up the pad. It's kind of like those mosquito coils, but it's more potent, but there's like no smoke from it, so it's very, very useful. All right, I'm gonna start getting the tent set up. Okay, I am all set up. Got the tent, my chair, the all-important thermocell. But today, all in all, it was a good ride. Did close to 60 miles, I think. from all the routing downtown, detours to go see a Christmas Story house, and other detours, food, etc. So, totally exhausted, obviously, because I've had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Just not good sleeping on the train. Plus, I had to get the train left Chicago at like 9:30 last night, and got to Cleveland at 5:30. But that 5:30 was Eastern time, so it's an hour earlier than I'm used to. So it's 4:30. But I got up at 4:30 to get ready, take a shower on the train, pack up my stuff. So I really got up at 3:30, and I don't think I fell asleep till about midnight on the train. So extra exhausted. So really looking forward to going to sleep tonight. But it was a great day, good trail. It was busy. They had the race. It was a beautiful day, but everyone was pretty courteous and kind, and glad to be out of the bigger cities like Cleveland and Akron for a couple days until I get to Columbus, and then of course Cincinnati. So that'll be nice, just not dealing with the extra traffic and watching the bike a little bit more than I usually do. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get a good night's rest and raring and ready to go tomorrow for I think I'm gonna try and hit Millersburg, which is like just about 50 miles from here. So alright, I'm just gonna relax, and I'll see you guys in the next one.